Guys, hope you're fine, hope you're well. It's your girl Irene here again. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Today I want to talk to you about Canada visit visas. Yes guys, and this year, that is the year 2023 February, Canada announced that you can visit Canada and look for work. Yes guys, Canada has come up with a temporary public policy whereby you can visit Canada and look for work. So if you go to Canada as a tourist, if you go to Canada on a business trip, conferences, business training, meetings, or to visit a loved one, a relative, a friend, you can actually look for work with your visit visa. Then when you get a job offer, you can apply for work permit and start working. There's no need of coming outside Canada to apply for the work permit. You just stay in Canada, apply for the work permit and work. And with this policy, temporary public policy that is in place, you can actually work for 2 years and apply for permanent residency after 2 years of work, even 1 year, by the way, depending on many other factors. Yes, and once you get your permanent residency, you can actually invite your family to come and live in Canada, and your spouse can be able to work for any employer, not just the LMIA approved employers. Yes guys, I'm not an immigration consultant, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm giving you this information based on my own research and my experience processing Canada visit visas. Now, this visit visa is a multiple entry visa, meaning once you apply for this visa and you get it and you move to Canada, you can actually go visit your family wherever they are outside Canada and still go back to Canada without reapplying for that visit visa. Yes guys, and where your stay in Canada after getting a job is valid. It's valid depending on the period your passport is going to expire. For instance, if you have like 5 years for your passport to expire, your stay is going to be 5 years in Canada. Not unless now you want to apply for the permanent residency after you get your job in Canada. Yes guys, and one thing I always tell people, once you get this visit visa and you go to Canada, make these staffing agencies in Canada your friend. Yes, staffing agencies in Canada will help you look for a job, and it's just not a very long process, but just identify the staffing agencies in Canada and you can as well work with them to get a job. And getting a job in Canada as an immigrant, you will have to look for employers who are LMIA approved. LMIA means labor market impact assessment. Yes, not every employer is eligible to employ immigrants, only the LMIA approved employers. And with that, you have no worries. Just visit www.jobbank.cg.ca. That's an official government website whereby whereby all the jobs are listed in all the provinces, and they pay per job. Yes guys, so make that website your friend if you're planning to go to Canada and look for job. Now, if anyone tells you they're giving you a work visa outside Canada, chances are that's a lie. That's a lie. Yes, it's very hard to get a work visa outside Canada. You have to be inside Canada for you to look for a job. Yes, so it's easier for you to get a job inside Canada than getting a job outside Canada. Yes, so guys, if you want to apply for the Canada visa, yes, you can do it yourself. Yes, you can do it yourself. Yes, so long as you have an invite to go to Canada and you have a host. It will be very easy if you have a host and an invite to go to Canada. Well, so many people always say, looking for these agencies can be something else, because at the end of the day, so many people have been scammed and all that. Yeah, it happens. It's happening all over. But if you have an invite and a host, you can do it yourself. Yes. And most of these invites come from your family or friends and all that. So someone you know very, very well. But if you don't have an invite, it's going to be very hard for you to go to Canada. Now, with our company, we are going to give you an invite to go to Canada, and we're going to give you a host. Going to Canada without having a host is the hardest thing. So make sure when you go to Canada, you have a host, or else you'll find yourself in the streets. Yes. So most people will do for you conferences. You'll go to Canada to go for a conference, and maybe you booked a hotel for like 3 days or a week. Now after that conference is over, where are you going to live? That is now where the issue comes from. So if you're going to Canada, make sure you have an invite and you have a host. The probability of getting this visa is usually 50-50. At the end of the day, it's the embassy that decides whether to give you that visa or not. Just like any other visa that you would apply, the chances of getting this visa the probability is always 50-50. Yes, guys. There's no guarantee you'll get that visa or not, but people try. In a way, people try to when you apply for Canada Visit Visa, it usually takes 1 week to get your invite letter. Then it takes another 1 week for you to go for biometrics, and then from there the embassy will verify your documents, and once they approve your application, they usually send you correspondence for you to take your passport for visa stamping. And if they don't approve your application, at least they usually send you email and tell you why they did not approve your application, and then they give you at least 7 days to reapply, 7 working days to reapply. And what I like about the Canada Embassy is that they don't have the one-on-one interviews. No, they don't have that, not at all. So it's all about your documents, and so long as your documents are good, you're good to go. Yes. And once you get your visa, it actually expires after 6 months if you've not traveled. That is, if you've not traveled. If you're in your country where you've done your application, your visa will expire after 6 months if you've not traveled. Yes. But once you travel to Canada and get a job, at least you'll stay there as long as your passport has not expired. Like I said, if your passport maybe it has like 5 years for it to expire, then your stay there is 5 years. 5 years. If it's like 7 years, your stay there is 7 years. And so guys, if you have always been having this Canadian dream, you've always wanted to travel, to go to Canada, and not just to tour Canada, but also to live and work in Canada, this year is your chance because of this temporary public policy in place, guys, and it's running up to 2025. Canada needs at least 500,000 immigrants. Yes, 500,000 immigrants. So this year is your chance to apply for that Canada visa. This year is your chance to apply for that Canada visit visa. Now, if you want us to help you to apply for the Canada visit visa, don't hesitate to call the number up there. Don't hesitate to call the number up there, and we're going to help you with the process of application. Yes, guys. And like I say, we will give you an invite to Canada and a host. Yes, we'll give you an invite and a host. If you don't have a host, that's where you have serious problems. When you land Canada, you find yourself in the streets. So make sure whatever agency you use or whatever person you use to help you With the process, make sure you have a host, someone who's going to host you. Yes, so that you don't find yourselves in the streets. So guys, don't hesitate to call the number up there if you want to move to Canada as a visitor, as a student, as a tourist. Don't hesitate to call the number up there and we'll help you with the process. And it doesn't matter which country you are in, whether you're in Qatar, whether you're in Denmark, whether you're in South Africa, whatever country, wherever you are, we always do the application for you. We always do the application for you. So don't hesitate to call the number up there if you need to move to Canada and make your Canadian dream a reality. Until next time, haters!